Having the knowledge and delivering the knowledge are two entirely different things.
Do you believe in giving back to the community?
I love to share knowledge and experience
Your company, Noble QS,
that enable young professionals to learn, earn, and grow.
Could you say that it guarantees a job?
We must escape this trap. It's not the time that always matters. It's about the value to impress others.
Yeah.
It was created to add an impact in somebody's life. Knowledge is not free. It requires you to pay. Not the money always, but it requires you to pay the attention. Network is a net worth.
Yeah, the choice is obvious.
It's not out of your budget. It's out of your priority list.
Value or benefit it brings to the professionals in construction industry.
Talk about consultant, contractor, developer.
Do you think that PlanSwift can enable freelancing work?
We're offering $100 per hour. We live in an era where plenty of opportunities are available. All we need just a specks of vision to spot these opportunities.
We talked a little bit about the job hunting.
On LinkedIn, so if your profile is not stronger, you have no chances.
It will resonate with a lot of people listening to us right
sure.
now.
This is the only way you can make a difference.
There's always something to look forward as well now. Hello and welcome to today's YouTube video. We're so pleased to be here. I'm Anel, I'm your host, and I'm joined here by my guest, Saady.
Thank you so much, Anel. I'm really happy that you're hosting this podcast.
Wow, I'm really excited to be here, and it's been a long time coming, isn't it?
It's true, and I'm sure it's going to be great. It will be helpful for people.
Yeah, I think we have some really exciting points to discuss.
True, it is. Let's see.
How about we'll do a quick introduction and you'll tell us a little bit about yourself and just for our listeners.
Yeah, that's better. So, quick introduction. My name is Saady Chauhan. I'm a founder of Noble Quantity Surveyor and a certified Planswift trainer for the Middle East, Africa, and some of the Asian countries. Mm-hmm. It's been a decade I'm working in this industry, a different job role in multiple organizations. So some of the people know me because I talk about quantity surveying, PlanSwift, and self-development. And even some people know me because I make some videos on YouTube. So this is what I do.
Wow, there's a lot of things, and it's like really exciting to discuss all of them.
Yeah, it is.
So before today, I was going through your LinkedIn.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I saw that you actually have background not only in construction, but IT.
Yeah,
so can you tell us a little bit more about how it happened?
It's really a favor because many people ask me this question, how you are teaching quantity surveying? You have a degree in IT. So I'm actually thankful that you asked this question.
You're very welcome.
So I did my first master's in information technology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, back in 2017, if I'm not wrong. And then I studied MSc in quantity surveying and commercial management from Heriot-Watt University of UK.
Ah.
So maybe I'm master of none and jack of both trades. So construction and IT all together.
Yeah, that's pretty great. And you've got like different perspectives as well. So I think it enhances your experience.
Yes, it is. It's helping me a lot.
Wow. And that's really nice. And talking about that, could you elaborate and tell us a little bit more what was the reason behind your decision to go through that? Because, even though there are similarities, they're still quite different.
True. So, if I'm being very honest, so back in 2012, construction industry literally fascinated me. So I decided to do a short course in AutoCAD. It's basically a tool. It's a very famous AutoCAD drafts course. So that's how I started. After completion, many of the students were very happy because they were having the certificate. And on the other side, I was more curious because, okay, I know one tool, but there's a lot to learn. And the space which I have created to absorb all the construction knowledge that was still available, and I wanted a lot more. So after that, I have decided there's only one way to learn, that I need to find a job. And this is where all the challenges began because nobody was giving me the job because I have no experience and I have no degree. And this was the time when I was studying computer science undergrad, so I was not able to afford another degree at the same time. So luckily I found the job and I worked there like 2 years. Time flies, and after working 2 years, it gave me enough knowledge and confidence to move forward and explore more opportunity. That's where I began working as an AutoCAD draftsman. And just let me tell you, because not many people are familiar, after that I moved to Dubai in 2014. and I started working as a quantity surveyor. This was the time I was wondering, let's just learn more. So I started studying masters in information technology. You see how funny it is. I was working in construction, and parallelly I was studying computer science and IT.
Yes.
So I worked there like 2 years, and after
Mm-hmm.
that my master's was completed, and I had enough knowledge in construction industry. In 2016, I switched the industry. Now in 2016, I was working as a software trainer. So I'm back to IT.
That's
And
quite interesting.
it is. And guess what? That time I realized, let's learn more about construction. So I started MSc in quantity surveying. It's very funny. When I was working in construction, I was studying IT. And when it was
Yes.
for IT, I was studying construction. So that's how. And you know what? I was just following my passion. One side, it was my interest, that is computer, and construction was my passion. So I was not willing to compromise any of these things. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
both. Even I'm crazy to do that, but I wanted both.
Wow, that sounds
So that's
fascinating.
is
And sounds like these were some busy years because you were studying and you were working.
it was never easy. Trust me,
Gosh.
especially when you work in two different industries.
Yeah, no, fascinating times. And so, also, after looking at your profile and learning a little bit more about you, we know now that you are also doing some training and teaching. So, could you please tell us a little bit more what inspired you? Like, what was behind your decision to do that?
I think you really did a research before coming here.
Well, I take my job
True,
seriously.
true. So I think this answer is easy. The reason is my both parents were a teacher. Even my grandfather was a professor. So it was not only a
Okay.
profession for me, it was a passion as well. And plus, the teaching was in my blood. So it was never difficult for me. I remember, if I'm not wrong, back in 2010, I believe, my father requested me first time to conduct a class whenever his teachers were missing, because he used to
Mm-hmm.
run a college back in Pakistan. So whenever his teachers were missing, he requested me, Saady, hi, are you available? Just come to the college. You have to conduct a class. I was like, I have to do it again. So this is where I started
Oh, that's
with
where
my
your
father.
passion ignited.
It is. It was unpaid, but I learned a lot.
Mm. And as you said, it runs in your blood, so it came
True, it is.
naturally.
It is. It is.
Hey, but with as we talked, you had like so much experience and in various fields as well. But what would you say sets you apart from other people, other trainers, and other?
I got your point. You know, I have said it multiple times on social media. Having the knowledge and delivering the knowledge are two entirely different things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not compulsory for a person to have a lot of knowledge, extensive knowledge, and multiple achievements. It's not compulsory that the person who has achieved a lot, he will help you as well.
Yes.
It's not compulsory for your teacher to achieve a lot and then only show you the direction.
No, it's true.
The best teacher, I believe, could be the one who assists the student to achieve their goals. The
Mm.
best teachers is not always the one who teach you what to think. The best teachers are the one who tell you how to think. So I think teaching is kind of a noble profession, and a trainer cannot conduct a class unless he has a passion what he really doing.
Yeah.
So, putting simple, I believe, as I said, I have a passion. I love to share knowledge and experience, and the rest is practice.
No, that what you said is so true. The teacher cannot be good without passion because
True.
I'm sure our listeners and even me myself, we had some tutors or whoever who just did it because they need to, not because they were
True.
passionate about it. And
True.
the quality was just not there.
Exactly. I
Mm.
understand.
No, totally. And thus far, how many training sessions roughly can you tell you kind of had or hosted?
To be honest, I don't really remember, but if I just calculate or if I just give you the idea, since 7 years I'm working as a proper in a training profession. So the people who are following me on social media, they know that literally every day I conduct two training sessions from the past 7 years. So minimum, if I say that it's more than 1,500 plus training session I've conducted.
Oh my
And it's not just a
gosh.
number. If I talk about, construction companies, I've visited more than 2,000 plus construction company in Dubai. Just say a name, consultant, contractor, subcontractor. It's not only I have visited them, they know me
Mm-hmm.
as well. And the proof is my LinkedIn. I have like 17,000 LinkedIn connections,
That's
and
very
I know
true.
each of them personally. So I think a lot, more than 1,500.
My gosh, the networking though that it brought
True,
must be
and this is why I
exciting.
always say that network is a net worth.
Oh, that's a very interesting thing. I love that.
Is
But did you have any sessions that you conducted outside of UAE?
Yes, I did many actually. So
Hmm.
when I was appointed as a PlanSwift trainer for the Middle East and Africa, so it was not only limited here. I had to conduct a training session for some of the Asian countries as well. So I used to travel all over the UAE plus the outside GCC country like Oman, Qatar, Bahrain, all of these. Even I had to travel. I traveled like last year in Africa as well.
Oh my
So
gosh,
yes.
expanding your
True, it is.
community.
This is the beauty of my job. I used to travel like almost everywhere.
That's very interesting. Wow. And, I just wonder for myself, like, do you believe in giving back to the community?
I strongly believe in that. And this is the reason I have conducted many seminars, training sessions, and workshops, not only in UAE, but even outside of UAE, in many universities, colleges, and for many institutes. You know what? I'm sure many of the listeners are from Pakistan and multiple other countries. Only in Pakistan, I have conducted the seminars for the top 15 plus engineering institute. And in India, leading quantity surveying institute in India, IAQS, PICQS from Philippines, UM from Sri Lanka, YQS from Nigeria, and multiple other institutes. So this is, I strongly believe that because whenever I look at the young professionals and their challenge, so it motivates that I should do something. Being an
Mm,
industry expert, I should share what I have. So
that's
yes.
really impressive.
And this is one of the reason I actually started the Noble QS because this is one of the platform that helping me to share the knowledge with young professionals.
Oh, that's perfect because that was actually on my agenda, what I wanted to know about your
Really.
company, Noble QS, and kind of the brainstorming that happened behind it.
True. So basically, as I just mentioned, the sole purpose was just to help young professionals. So Noble Quantity Surveyors is a registered institute based in Dubai,
Hmm.
and there are multiple courses. So the courses that Noble QS offer, it's designed as per industry standards, where trainers share their knowledge and information that enable young professionals to learn, earn, and grow. And myself and other trainers are part of Noble QS, and from there we provide the training session for highly demand skills
Hmm.
that actually help a lot of young professionals, not only quantity surveyor, but civil engineer, mechanical, and many other.
That is such a great idea behind such
So
a cause. But with all the courses that Noble QS offers, could you say that it guarantees a job?
we must escape this trap because especially young professionals need to understand. So no degree, no course or diploma can guarantee your job.
Mm.
I know so many people, they're working without a degree successfully, they have a job. In the other side, I know people with a degree, even a master level degree, they don't have a job. So if we say the degree or the diploma or course can guarantee the job, this is not true. And to be honest, I'm not against the degree or courses. I'm just against the viewpoint. So we should not, enroll in degree or course program just because it will guarantee. Our priority should be self-development,
Mm.
personal development. That should be the viewpoint.
Okay, I see. I see a point of view, and I don't think that a lot of people understand it, especially the ones who are really young. So, to these people who don't quite understand or agree or don't see your point of view, what would you tell them?
Interesting. So I believe I can quote here Jim Rohn: your income and your level of success are not far from the level of your self-development. I mean, if you're really interested to get a job, if you're really interested to earn more, if your priority is, a money or you want to earn more, of course it's a priority. So you need to give priority to your self-development, and then you will see everything going to make sense.
Mm. I really love your point of view. That's really cool. Okay. And right now, do you think with this era that we're in right now, with AI and different technology and applications, do
And
you think
GPT.
knowledge is really easy to access?
True, I got your point, especially there are so many applications and keep on coming. So, but I slightly disagree here. It's not the knowledge that is everywhere, it's actually the
Mm,
information that is
I
available.
see.
And let me, tell you a short story I was inspired from a book of John C. Maxwell. And this
Okay.
story is about Socrates. known, famous Greek philosopher and a man of wisdom. So once he was sitting beside the river, and one man visited him, and he
Mhm.
asked, "Hi, Socrates, I heard you have all the knowledge in the world. You have a lot of information. Why don't you give me all you have?" Socrates didn't reply. He was stay silent. Then this man come closer this time, and he said, "Hey, I heard you have all the knowledge. Can you give me all what you have?" Because this time he came closer, so Socrates hold his neck and push him under the water. It was very difficult for the man to breathe, and he struggled a lot, but it seems Socrates really had a power. Well, he struggled a lot, but anyways, finally Socrates let him up, and when he came outside, he was heavily breathing. Socrates asked that young man, "What do you want the most when you were in under the water?" In which the young man replied, "Air." Of course, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And the reply of Socrates I love the most. He said, "When you want the knowledge as badly as you wanted the air when you were under the water, come to me and I will give you all what I have."
Oh, wow.
The moral of the story is, as I many times mentioned, even on social media, as I talk about the self development, knowledge is not free. It
Mm.
requires you to pay, not the money always, but it requires you to pay the attention, the cost of dedication, desire to learn, consistency, and wish to grow. I believe if you have all of these traits, nothing can stop you.
Yes, definitely.
And
That's
could be the second moral could be never go closer when the man is sitting
Mm.
beside the river. That could be the
Oh.
second moral.
That's also a good point, you know?
True, two morals
Do
now.
not forget. Okay. Well, going back to Noble QS, I've noticed that most of your courses are 10 to 15 hours long. Do you think it's enough?
It's not the time that always matter. It's about the value. Imagine, let me ask a question. Imagine if you have to spend the time 24 hours with one unprofessional person, or maybe having a limited knowledge. And on the other side, you need to spend the time 10 minutes with the industry expert. What will you choose?
Yeah, the choice
Right.
is obvious.
You got the answer. So it's not the time that matters, it's the value that matters.
Mm. Okay. Now I see your point. It is the value. But what about the budget? Don't you think it also matters?
It's true. And really, you asked a good question. Some people, bring it in a way like budget or expensive.
Mm.
I once again, with respect, I slightly disagree here because it's not the budget that always matter. It's the priority that matters. So maybe it's not out of your budget, it's out of your priority list. Because if it's really important to you, you will find a way. I really mean what I'm saying right now. Human brain is so smart, it goes beyond the capacity once it's realized this thing is important. There is a value and it can create an impact. So it's not the budget that stops us, it's the lack of ability to judge the value.
Got some really nice points, and it's really nice talking to you about all of
It is.
it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it brings value not only to our listeners, but to me myself. I learned a lot right now.
Thank you so much.
So, okay, I see. Now, when it comes to job hunting in construction industry, what a website or platform would you advise to use for young professionals?
It's an important question because many professionals they don't even have an idea about the website. So
Mm-hmm.
it's in my opinion, especially for this region. So the first one is Indeed, as I have mentioned. Then the Dubizel is recommended, and third is Gulf Talent. But there are other ways as well. But let me just tell you the website that can help you to find a job for freelancing or passive income, part-time jobs. With Upwork, Freelance, Guru, and Fiverr. These are also the recommended
Mm.
website. But there's another platform not many people are familiar. That is the company's portal. Young professionals they don't even have an idea about it. So companies usually mention the jobs on their own portal. They do not mention it outside on a third-party
Oh,
applications.
I see.
So I recommend the young professionals to make a list wherever you want to work, either for a contractor or consultant firm. Make an Excel sheet, Google it, all the construction companies in Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, wherever you want. Make a list firstly, and then find out their website. And then one by one, you have to visit their website. And on the website, you have to find one option
Mm.
work with us, career, or available jobs. There you will find a lot of jobs. And companies always prefer to hire people who spend some time and then apply it on the company website instead of
Oh.
choosing a third party option. This is highly recommended.
Oh, I see. That's such a great
It
advice.
is.
Because, yeah, a lot of people who are just starting in the industry don't always know where to go or how to do it. So,
Exactly. And even I forgot to mention LinkedIn. It's an amazing platform.
mhm.
It's not only a platform where you can find the job, but it's your profile, it's your professional portfolio. So you need to really work on that. So be active, share your experience and whatever you have learned, wherever you're working. It will also enable because HR, especially these days, they directly find the people. They just find the engineers, quantity survey, civil engineers on LinkedIn. So if your profile is not stronger, you have low chances. So I would really suggest to work on a LinkedIn and follow me as well.
Yeah, that's a great tip because I did hear a lot of stories like that. Now, let's dive into the topic of PlanSwift Software, if you don't
Oh,
mind.
you heard about plans? Yeah, sure. I will be happy to discuss because this is the reason many of
Perfect.
the people connected with me. So let's bring it on.
Okay, perfect. We've got a really nice conversation here happening. So, could you please let me know what it is and what value or benefit it brings to the professionals in construction industry?
True, true, true. So PlanSwift is basically a construction software. Anybody who Google will find out it's a leading construction software, even known as a number one quantity surveying software. It's helpful
Mhm.
for everybody, not only a quantity surveyor. It could be a project manager, site engineer, freelancer, students as well. As long the concern is to get some takeoff from the drawing, it's helpful for them. And it improve accuracy, it save time and increase profit. There are so many construction companies here. Literally, if I say, if you calculate 80% of construction company, I guarantee they're using a PlanSwift software. It's that valuable.
Wow.
So it's an amazing software. I loved it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Sure, it is.
That's really nice. Okay, and what do you think? How do you think PlanSwift software can help civil engineers or MEP engineers?
So it's not only civil, the question could be, or maybe somebody will ask, what about architect engineer or maybe landscape, interior, joinery, you know,
Mm-hmm.
civil, landscape, infrastructure. There's so many domain. Can Planswift helpful be there? Yes, it's helpful. So it's not only limited to civil or mechanical. It's helpful for everybody. In civil, if you talk about okay, you may need to get the concrete takeoff. Planswift can do it within seconds. If you need to get the takeoff of formwork, earthwork, column, slab, and beam, and even the block work or skirting, plastering, painting, just say a name. So in civil, almost it cover every domain. The second part of your question was MEP. So
Mm-hmm.
MEP is basically mechanical, electrical, plumbing. Yes, software is helpful because you need to get some pipe take off, you need to get the cable take off, and even HVAC work. So it's helpful. There are light and switch and socket, and there's so many items. You won't believe it required few clicks to get the takeoff from any drawing. Regardless of format like CAD, PDF, and picture, it required few seconds to get the takeoff. I was also amazed in the same way when I have seen it first time. It's that powerful.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a must-have software.
It is. It's very user friendly too. So it's easy to learn,
That
and
is
even
so.
it's easy to download as well. It's accessible for everybody.
Oh. You seem to know a lot about it. Do you provide any training for it?
Yeah, I do provide, and many of the people they know me for this reason. So I'm a certified PlanSwift trainer for the whole Middle East, Africa, and some of the Asian country. So if you see any construction company here, I'm proud to say that I've conducted training session, as I mentioned, like 1,500 plus training
Yes.
session. Talk about consultant, contractor, developer. Uh, all these companies have given the training, and even I'm doing it from the platform of Noble as well. So Noble QS provide the training session on PlanSwift and quantity swing together that add a really value in the profile.
Wow, of course. That sounds amazing and so many opportunities
It
available.
is. It is.
Gosh. Oh, okay. So let's see. What is your one favorite thing about the software?
About plans, if you mean.
Yes.
It's a tricky question because I love the product overall. There are many features that I like, but if I have to choose one, I may go with the tool overlay. Let me make it simple for the audience
Mm-hmm.
because this term overlay is a PlanSwift term, but how it's really helpful. So imagine if, construction project, there are many revisions, multiple time drawing change, and the client change their mind and they have to, revise the project and all. So PlanSwift is very smart. If you have two drawings and you don't know what are the changes, let's say revision 01 and revision 02, guess what? It requires 1 second to find out the changes. Not only here, sometimes engineers need to find, as yourself, you're working as a project manager, you know that during the construction project, you have to compare like shop drawing, as built, coordination, civil defense, consultant drawing. There's so many drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not only takes hours or days, it requires weeks. Literally have seen the engineers crying.
And a whole team.
Exactly. And even before the plans, if they used to have that magnifier and to find out all the electrical small details. But now it's a matter of a second to find out the changes, and then you can take the actions like variations or claim and all that. That's one of my powerful feature.
Wow, that really sounds really good. So I see why you would be so passionate about
Yeah,
it. Okay, but as maybe we mentioned, there are a lot of different applications in construction
it
as
is.
well.
It is.
So what do you think makes PlanSwift stand out? What are its advantages?
True. Well, there are many softwares available in the market,
Mm-hmm.
but most of the people they're familiar with three softwares mainly. One is Costex, second is PlanSwift, and third one is Bluebeam. I could be wrong. It's my opinion. I don't want to offend anybody. But the Bluebeam is, even if you visit their website, they mention PDF tool, PDF solution. So they do not even claim, or maybe they recently changed the website, but they do not even claim to be a quantity surveying software. It's very amazing software. I believe that, but it's only a PDF solution. So now the comparison is between PlanSwift and CostX. CostX is an amazing software, and it's very powerful too. So only the difference is one, cost checks, there's no trial version available for the people. So you cannot access the application unless you buy it. Plus, you choose the application because you need an opportunity. And when you learn it, you need to, find a job similar. So PlanSwift, there are so many construction companies that are using a PlanSwift. So it's another reason that you should use a PlanSwift. Where Costex is good, but not many companies are adopting
Yes.
it. Then, of course, Costas, one thing that I do not like, that you always need an internet. And because you need an internet, then the performance is also slow. It lag a lot. It's powerful though, but it's lag a lot.
Yeah.
This is in my opinion. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, pricing model, there is a worth. PlanSwift is easy to use, user friendly. You don't need internet. It's commonly used in all the construction companies.
Yeah, I see. It has a lot of benefits
It
too.
is. It is.
And I think Internet One is really meaningful
Yeah,
because
it
a
is.
lot of work happening on site and connection there.
Exactly. On the side, mostly there's no internet, so it's very difficult
Mm-hmm.
for engineers.
Oh, okay. So now, do you think that PlanSwift, with all its advantages and benefits, can enable freelancing work in construction?
Yes, PlanSwift can really help you to do a freelancing. And it's not only what I'm saying. I will recommend you to visit the website. There are the three websites which I know, like Freelance, Upwork, and Fiverr. Let's choose one, Upwork. If you just go to Upwork now and search the keyword PlanSwift, I remember last week there were 300 plus jobs that are available only by the name of PlanSwift. Imagine how many jobs are available, and it's keep on increasing every day. And I was checking the website few weeks before actually, and I find out one of the job were offering $100 per hour. So it's not only offering a job, but it's an opportunity for young professionals, those who are still studying, they cannot work full time. It's a great opportunity for everybody, especially construction professional, to do a freelancing. It's the best way to earn passive income.
Of course, that's amazing.
It is
It gives such freedom.
true. You know what? A funny
Cool.
story is, one of my students, he sent me the screenshot. Actually, he uploaded publicly. He said, "Hi, Sir Saady, this is my screenshot of Upwork. I'm earning like $500 per week. Thank you so much for helping this." I was like, "Your Saadi is also not earning this much." So of course, the hard work really matters.
Yes.
I can only help them to teach the valuable tool,
Hmm.
but the hard work they have to do it. I'm very proud that people are finding it useful.
Of course. Wow. And also, before our today's conversation, I checked out your YouTube
Oh,
channel.
great!
And I saw there are a lot of videos you've got
True,
there.
true.
So, could you tell me what inspired you to start the YouTube channel?
So I think till 2020, I had no plan to make a YouTube channel or upload the video. It was never part of my plan. But as I said earlier, it's always my wish to share the knowledge and experience with the people. And I receive so
Mm.
many messages from the people, "Sir, can you please give us a training?" Though I conduct many seminars and webinars, but still it's not even enough because people know me worldwide when it comes to quantity surveying and they want to learn. I have no time to conduct an individual session. I was struggling because I cannot say no. It's difficult for me. especially when I have that skill and knowledge and somebody is seeking it. It's not, being a teacher, I cannot say
Mm.
no. So I had an idea that time, let's record a video. I recorded a video, and then I was keep sharing the link individually. Whenever somebody sent a message, I keep sharing the link. Then it become a headache for me to send separately. And sometimes the link expired, I have to, create the link again.
Of course.
So I decided let's just upload it on YouTube, and whoever wants it, they can watch there. That was the sole motive to upload only to help people. And
Mm.
then I was astonished to see their reaction. It was matter of few weeks when I received so many comments and messages. It's really helpful. It helped me to find the job. It helped me to do a freelancing and the impact. And trust me, it was the enough reason for me to make more videos because I was wondering if one video can create an impact. What about other video? I never started YouTube videos or to be active on LinkedIn just to impress others.
Yeah.
It was created to add an impact in somebody's life. So that was my sole motive.
I love that. It has such a pure motive behind it,
True.
like to have positive impact on people. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, and what approach do you take when you're making a YouTube video?
Tough question and the tough phase. I've gone a lot because there was a time when I was wondering like it's my second full-time job. I overburdened myself because I'm focusing on quantity surveying and plans. So it required a lot of energy, time, and of course cost as well. So I used to write a script by myself, and then I have to record the video, and then to check the facts and post-production work, and then uploading on a
A
YouTube,
lot of
dealing
steps.
with the social media. There were a lot of things required.
Mhm.
But just recently I hit the 10,000 subscribers. And when
Hey,
I'm looking
congrats.
back, yeah, when I'm looking back, I think it was worth.
Oh,
So that was the process.
that's nice. And have you received any memorable feedback from YouTube? Something that's stuck in your mind?
Well, my LinkedIn, especially, I'm mostly active on LinkedIn, so my DM is always full with so many messages. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them are about the questions are, you know, how to do this and that in quantity surveying and plans. But rest of them are about the feedback, gratitude, and thank you, sir, this and that, and how much impact. So I received so many messages. Now it's nothing new, but I remember one story. So, last year in March, I visited Rwanda to conduct a seminar for expert seminar in Africa. I was there. One of the students, he was in touch with me on the LinkedIn and he sent me the message, "Hi, sir, you're visiting my city. I would love to meet you." I was like, "Yeah, sure, we should meet because this is what I like to meet people and, to share and learn from their experiences." He was a young professional.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him a time. I said, that day I will be free after the seminar. So just come to my hotel. We'll sit in a lobby, have a tea or something. But what happened that day, uh, the session took longer and I was not able to make it on time.
Okay.
And literally I forgot as well because I was, conducting a seminar whole day. When I reached back hotel, the receptionist told me there is a letter and there is a gift for you. So it clicked that moment that I did something. It's
Oh.
yeah. Then I remember, and it seems romantic as well because there was a letter. I'll tell you about the gift, but about the letter, I literally loved it because I received so many messages and the feedback from the people on the
Mhm.
LinkedIn and other social media platform. But this was the first time I received the letter, which was handwritten. Come on, it was
Wow.
amazing. I can't express my feeling how I felt reading each word.
Oh, wow.
I even uploaded on my social media, of course, by taking his permission. I uploaded on my social media pages and I mentioned how I felt about it. Second, I'll tell you the gift.
Mm-hmm.
This gift was so thoughtful. The people who are watching my YouTube videos, they know because the same setup I have, and always I record from the same chair and same table. So this guy, he noticed I love coin collection. He have seen it somewhere behind me. I have a frame with full of coins. He have seen it. So he gave me all the coins of Rwanda. I was like, it's really a thoughtful gift,
That was
so
so
precious
thoughtful.
and so valuable. So this is one of the moment I loved it, and I'm sure he's watching the video. He watched all the video, and of course we met the second day and exchanged some ideas.
That is brilliant
It
and
is, it is
such a nice story. Wow. Really pushes you to go further, doesn't it?
true. This is the reason that
Mm.
motivates me always to make more videos and help young professionals.
That's great. Okay. And as you mentioned, you receive many, many messages. how about we'll discuss some funny ones? Did you ever receive these ones?
A lot, a lot. You know, some of them I cannot even say in front of the cameras.
Ooh.
What kind of messages I receive. But I can just say one. Yeah, one kind of message I receive a lot because I used to upload a lot of my photos whenever I conduct a seminar. So, sir, how do you fix your hair? It's a nice hair. And sometimes I'm writing a content. It's so insightful. There's information and sometimes jobs. So people in a comment, nice hairs. I was like, focus on the content.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, exactly. So this is one of the funniest thing I always notice.
Oh my gosh, I see. Okay, and is there a particular moment or story that you're most proud of? Because you have had such a great journey and adventure.
Well, there are a lot, and the kind of person I am, I always enjoy each moment.
Mm.
But I think I can give you the example. It was the time back in 2015 when I was, continuously looking for the job, and I was keep applying for almost every available job for a quantity surveyor.
All of us been there at one or
True,
another
true,
point.
true. Exactly. You know what I mean.
Mm.
So back in 2015, a company, a big company, contracting company, called me for the interview for the position of a junior quantity surveyor. I went there, and I always wanted to work for that company. It was big. I wished to work for them. So I did great in first interview, but for some reason I didn't qualify for the second one. They proceed with other candidate.
Mm.
I was upset. Meanwhile, even a little bit disappointed, if I'm being honest with you. And even I asked question to them and myself as well. Why not me?
What
Why not
happened?
me? I wanted it badly. Well, time flies. I didn't stop learning and developing. I was continuously looking for the other job and keep working on myself. So it was a moment like 2016. I
Mm.
received another call and I was hired by a company, PlanSwift, as official trainer. And from that moment, I was keep conducting a training session for many companies. And guess what? I'm sure you already know where I'm taking it. Just the last year, the same company called me and said, "Can you please come and give the training session to our team, the whole QS department?"
Oh my
It was
gosh.
not only a QS, but the QS manager as well. Of course, they don't know he's the same guy who
Yeah.
was rejected once. I was so happy because they had no idea he's the same guy. And let me, just mention here, I was not happy because I was having the superior position or to conduct
Mm.
a training session. I was happy because I got the answer that day, the answer of why not me,
Mm-hmm.
because God had some better plans, better than the one I have it. So
Yes.
this is all not only motivating for me, but for all the young professionals. Whenever you got a rejection, you don't need to worry. There is a creator and he has better plan for you. All
Mhm.
you need is just to stay consistent and keep learning. He will take you to the place where what you really deserve. And to be honest, you don't need to know how. This is not your job. This is the role of a nature. Nature will find a way how and when. Your job is to just work.
That is such a great
It
story.
is.
And I'm sure it will resonate with a lot of people listening to us
I'm
right
sure.
now.
Sure.
But
There is a reason behind everything.
there's always something to look forward
Exactly.
as well now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. And as I know, right now you're in a kind of transition from your current company.
It
So
is.
is there something that you will miss the most about the company or that you love about it?
Yes, as I have already mentioned on my social media platform that I'm leaving a company where I worked 7 years.
Mhm.
And the thing that I love the most that they give me the opportunity where I learn, earn, and even grow a lot. Earn not only the money, but I have earned the respect and connections. As I mentioned, your network is your net worth. I have
Yes.
earned a lot of connections. And it's not only what I'm saying right now. Literally, I know all the construction companies, all the contractors, subcontractor company. It's kind of funny, whenever I meet my friends, they're from different construction companies. Whenever I visit them, I say, "Hey, your manager name is this. Hey, your company is there." They're like, "How do you know?" I was like, "I know all the construction company." So it's really funny. So this is the thing I love the most. And I believe I'm going to miss a lot because uh, all this connection.
Oh, yeah, I guess that is the most valuable thing you can take with you, isn't it?
It is.
That is great. So, after talking with you and seeing that you visited so many companies and even
I did.
countries,
I did.
do you mind if we'll play a quick game?
I think this is the game which I play mostly with my friends. Okay, go ahead.
So the game is about testing your knowledge about
Okay,
different companies. So I'll name maybe like three and we'll see.
okay,
So how about ASGC?
okay. You could have taken any name, but this company, I know very well.
Really?
Yeah, so ASGC, Al Shafar General Contracting. Why I know? Because I have visited them in 2016. You want me to tell you the location?
Sure, sure. That will prove your knowledge.
Okay, so Business Bay, Bay Square, Building 13, floor 4 and 5. That's the location. Even I can say their manager name and IT and Quantity Surveyor who are working, but I think it's not good to take it on a camera.
Yes.
And let me tell you, they have a sister company called ASI. They have a sister company, Hard Precast. They have a sister company, iBuild. They have a sister company, Innovo. And even not many people are familiar, but Safco is also part of ASGC. So I know, like in that depth, not only this company, but any other company. I'll give you another chance. Take a name. Go ahead.
Wow. That was really good
I
knowledge
told
and
you that this is
intense.
my power right now.
Well, let's test another one. How about ECC?
Good job. ECC, Engineering Contracting Company. So they are, if I'm not wrong, they are in Al Quoz near to Gold and Diamond Market. They have their own building, so uh, they are on the first floor. This is all I can say. So ECC, yeah, it's our biggest contracting company, and even I can tell you their sister companies. First floor is ECC. At the ground floor, there's a company called United Masters. It's their sister company. They have another one in DIP, Abanos. They have another one in Jabal Ali, Prime Metal, and a few others. So when I said, I literally mean I know all the construction companies.
Okay, wow, impressive, impressive indeed. Let's do the final one, the
Okay.
third one. Binona.
So before the first two one was contractor. You were really smart because this time you choose a consultant. So Benuna Engineering Consultant, they are based in Abu Dhabi. If I'm not wrong, it's Al Haldia area, and the tower is C2, and they are around 21 or 22 floor. That's their office. That's where the office is. And I know the person as well, and I have really good connection. If he's watching this video, I'm sure he can. But yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
please,
Okay, okay. There's no doubt left anymore. You do know your companies.
thank you so
That's
much.
really nice. So, with our time in the video coming up to an end and wrapping up, how about we'll have a quick, fast, rapid fire round?
Go
I
ahead.
will just ask you questions and you can give us like one word or like short sentence answers.
Okay, makes sense. I have seen such videos, so sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. Favorite author?
Hard to choose, but John C. Maxwell.
Okay. And book recommendation?
The Secret.
Nice. Favorite movie?
The people who are following me on social media, they know life is beautiful.
I think I know why. Website for job hunting.
Indeed.
One seminar that you loved the most.
There are many, but I'll just pick from the last year. So it's NU Tech and Must.
Favorite teacher.
Professor Hajar Hakim.
Beautiful. Success.
Peace.
And any companies you wish to work for.
There are many. ACOM, Omnium, and Atkins.
Nice ones. Okay. Name 3 biggest companies you've dealt with.
One of them is ASGC, the one you just asked me, and the Mac and MR. I have dealt with them.
Oh, they are huge.
Yes.
And how about the biggest training audience you had at once?
So the online was, I have conducted for platform QSAP, and the audience were like 500 plus. And the one which was in-person seminar, it was in Must last year. 150, 200 plus audience were there.
Wow, that is a lot. Thank you so much for your honest answer. And you shared so many great ideas and your thoughts. But as we start to wrap up and Do you have last thoughts or advice you would like to share with our listeners?
Yes, I do have. Actually, I always have the advices.
That's very true.
So, we live in an era where plenty of opportunities are available, especially young professionals need to understand. We live in an era where plenty of opportunities are available. All we need just a specks of vision to spot these opportunities and little bit courage to seize these opportunities and dedication to follow it. Then it will not be difficult to turn these opportunities into success. I saw on a social media many young professionals they mention I'm looking for the opportunity. As soon I find an opportunity, once I have the opportunity, I will stop there. You will never find the opportunity. You need to create the opportunity. Opportunity will never walk towards you. It's you who knock and open the door. So don't let your fear hold you back. You need to take action. So also they need to remember that slow progress is also progress. So give your priority to learning and create the opportunity because this is the only way you can make a difference.
Wow, that was really beautifully said.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for being here with me, spending this
My pleasure.
time and discussing all these interesting things. So, would you like to tell our listeners where they can follow you?
So I'm available on all the social media platforms, including LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. You can find me by my name, Saady Chauhan. Also, I'm available on YouTube as well, where I upload the videos regarding the quantity surveying and PlanSwift. And if you're really interested to learn the courses, which is designed in a way that can help you to learn, earn, and grow, so these courses are available on the platform of Noble QS, where myself and other engineers, other industry experts, they offer their services, they share their knowledge. So I will recommend you to visit the website of Noble Quantity Surveyor and learn. Once again, this is the only way you can make a difference.
Wow, that is brilliant. Thank you so much again. I hope you have a great day. And thank you to our listeners for listening to us. And
That's
yeah,
it for today. Let's call it
that's
a night.
it. True.
Bye bye.
Bye.